Welcome to the American Orchid Society 2006 Spring Members Meeting in Orlando, Florida. And this meeting also doubles as a Central Florida Orchid Society show. We're going to walk around and take a look at a lot of the special orchids that are here today. And with us to do some commentary is Scott Ware from Seattle, Washington, a big-time orchid enthusiast, and you're gonna know he knows his stuff as we walk around. Scott, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us over the next few flowers we're going to look at.
It's my pleasure. Okay, we're looking at Ascocentrum miniatum, variety Sharon Garrett. It has an award of merit from the American Orchid Society, and in this show it won the trophy for the best other Vanda alliance. You can see it's got an amazing number of flowers. It's quite a large plant, and it's really a nice specimen. This is Phalaenopsis H.P. Norton, grown by Kroll Smith. It's one of Kroll Smith's own crosses. It has won the trophy for the best Phalaenopsis alliance. And you can see the trophy down there. It's a nice piece of crystal. This is a Phalaenopsis cross by Kroll Smith that has not yet been registered. The parents are Beau's Fancy Leopard and Fairy Tales, both Phalaenopsis. And we have 4 separate individual seedlings here. And you can see the variation. Some have a much different pattern, some have better color, more color, less color. That's one of the wonderful things about blooming seedlings out of the same seed pod. Every one of them is different. Another example of 2 seedlings from the same cross is this Paphiopedilum Silent Night. We have 2 different clones from the same cross here, labeled number 1 and number 2. The parents are Paph Greenveil and Paph White Night. That's why the clever spelling of night in Silent Night. And these were very much in favor with the judges today. You can see that this one here has won an award of merit from the American Orchid Society. So it will probably receive a more creative name than number 2 at some point before the registration is finished.
Scott, we've come across some Paphiopedilums that bear your name, Scott Ware. Tell us a little bit about the flower that Frank Smith named for you.
Oh, well, one of the fun things about making orchid crosses is that you get to name them. And Frank thought it would be kind of fun to name one in my honor. It's one of the most spectacular vinicolor crosses I've ever seen, and I was really flattered. The parents are Cecilia Devine and Satchel Page. The Satchel Page parent has produced nothing but high-quality seedlings. It's really a very prolific and productive parent. You can see that the color of these things is almost black. They've been varying anywhere from almost a coloratum variety with stripes and white in the dorsal to these totally vinicolored and sometimes almost black varieties. This one is Paphiopedilum Rory Jones. It also has Satchel Page as a parent. And the other parent is Paphiopedilum Superculia, a species. As you can see, the Satchel Page parent does its best here and just really makes fantastic hybrid. Look at those dark petals and the contrast with the whiter dorsal. Oh, it's truly a striking plant. This plant, by the way, has today received an award of merit. And while the tag on it right now says Paphiopedilum Roy Jones number 12, that will very likely change when the registration is finished. And continuing with our show of spectacular paphs today, this is Paphiopedilum Lady Isabel, which is a cross of Paph Rothschildianum and Paphiopedilum stonii. It's a primary hybrid. This plant has received the American Orchid Society's highest award, the FCC First Class Certificate. It's about as good as you can get for a cross like this.
Okay, this is another one from Kroll Smith. All the flowers we've looked at so far, what they are from Kroll Smith.
Everything so far is from Kroll Smith, and they really know how to raise Paphiopedilums. And if this one looks a little familiar, it's because it's a parent of the one we just saw. This is Paphiopedilum rothschildianum. It's a species. This one has also received a first-class certificate today at the show.
Yeah, how common is it for an exhibitor to win a first-class certificate and actually multiple first-class certificates in a single show?
Well, it's not very common at all. In fact, some people for years will not win a first-class certificate. A lot of people, that's what they aspire to in a lifetime of orchid growing, but Kroll Smith has been very, very successful in growing Paphiopedilums and in breeding them, and this is the result. And yet another Rothschildianum. You can see this one has quite a few more flowers on it. It has 3 inflorescences. This is, well, right now it's labeled Rothschildianum number 5 because it doesn't have a varietal name, but it's received an award of merit, so soon it will have its own varietal name too, and it will be added to the long list of these magnificent awarded species.
Okay, you've used the term inflorescence, and I'm sure all the orchideers know what that is, but what about the person who's just starting to grow orchids? What is the inflorescence?
Well, the inflorescence is the stem that you see all the flowers on. A lot of people will commonly refer to it as a spike. They'll say that their orchid is in spike, which is sort of an affectionate term or a well-known term that we use. It's not entirely accurate. Every single type of inflorescence has a shape and a particular growth habit, and it may be a spike, it may be a raceme. It just depends on how it grows. But inflorescence is the general term that people use if they don't, like me, if they don't know what the exact form is. This is Paphiopedilum St. Swithin Christelle. It's another offspring of Paphiopedilum rothschildianum. Now this one already had a first-class certificate, but it was entered for judging, and it could conceivably have been elevated to a first-class certificate with a higher score, but it wasn't today. This is an extremely large St. Swithin with a very good form and color, and you can tell the width of the dorsal is something that impresses a lot of people. But this is probably the most spectacular St. Swithin I've ever seen.